Captain Marvel's Monica Rambeau tease, explained. In the comics, Monica already glows like her superpowered Aunt Carol. When Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, the pager she amps up in the movie Captain Marvel, will look clunkily out of place. The internet will but, most importantly, the people will be different too. Nick Fury will be gone. She finds out he's missing in Captain Marvel's post-credits scene. Maria Rambeau, what's coming next in Monica Rambeau's story is arguably the most intriguing tease in Captain Marvel. The movie, quickly and briefly, foreshadows Monica's comic book origins as a superhero capable traveling at the speed of light. The stark difference, in one of the film's final scenes, after she saves the Earth from the Kree bombing raid, Carol has a conversation with the Rambeaus, Skrulls, and Fury about, among other things, how Monica wants to be like her superpowered, fearless aunt and go to space to help beings like the Skrulls. Fury tells Monica that maybe she will one day learn to glow like Aunt Carol, a huge wink to comic book fans. The glow Furus referring to is seen in the movie's third act, when Carol accepts and harnesses her photon powers to become more powerful than she ever thought possible. But it's curious, in the comic books, Monica is a grown woman who has existed as a superhero since her first appearance in 1982's Amazing Spider-Man Annual No. 16, written by Roger Stern and drawn by John Romita Jr. In that story, Spider-Man notices Monica on the street and tries to help her after she is assaulted by a couple of ruffians. It turns out these rays have given her the ability to manipulate and transform herself into different wavelengths of energy, which means she can travel at the speed of light and, as Fury puts it, glow. When it comes to more recent comics, writer Al Ewing has some of the most exciting depictions, including the one above in Mighty Avengers, of just how powerful Monica is and what she's capable of. During Ewing's run-up, it appears that Fura's seemingly offhand comment about Monica learning to glow is actually a reference to her awesome powers in the comic books. Of course, in the world of comic books, code names and titles are important. A code name like, for the comic book versions of Monica and Carol, the title of Captain Marvel was actually the source of some discontent between the two, and gave them both feelings of imposter syndrome. Monica had the title first, back in that 1982 issue of Amazing Spider-Man, calling and introducing herself as Captain Marvel to fellow heroes. Unbeknownst to her, the original Captain Marvel is the Kree alien known as Mar-Vell, who, in the comic books and in the movie, was involved in an explosion that granted Carol Danvers her powers. In the movie adaptation, in these comics, though, Mar-Vell is male and, back in the day, was also Carol's main love interest. Or, Mar-Vell's comic was eventually cancelled in 1979 Captain Marvel No. 62, and his comic book death, the death of Captain Marvel, happened the same year as Monica's emergence in 1982. Comic book Monica was unaware of Mar-Vell's existence and just so happened to take on his abandoned title of Captain Marvel. Following Mar-Vell's death, it seemed that Marvel wanted to continue the legacy with a new hero. The Thing, so Monica is Captain Marvel decades before Carol takes the title without consulting Monica and writer Kelly Sue Deconick and artist Dexter Soy's Captain Marvel run in 2012. In the comic book, Carol taking over the Captain Marvel name from Monica is actually a point of contention in the larger context of comic books and representation, primarily because of the lack of visibility for black female superheroes in comic books. Here you have a white. Deconick actually addresses this split in issue 7 of her Captain Marvel run, with Monica peeved at Carol for taking her name. Monica is mad, the two patch things up, and Deconick gets to tell a story about the pressure to live up to a legacy that can resonate with anyone, but especially women and minorities, who have experienced imposter syndrome, the internalized feeling that one isn't good enough compared to his or her peers. In this specifics, by making Monica a child instead of Carol's peer in Captain Marvel, Marvel eliminated this fight over the title. Monica also race why Captain Marvel takes place in the 1990s, and Monica is a child in 1995. While Carol is out, to be clear, there could be a few time jumps in between, as the endgame trailer features Avengers sporting all kinds of different haircuts, indicating an indiscernible passage of time. But should the granted, the MCU is pretty big already, and there might not be enough space for a superpowered Monica Rambeau story. One of my biggest, it's hard to see where a Monica Rambeau story would fit other than as part of a Captain Marvel sequel. But it seems like related Avery Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, ranked from worst to best. Business Insider.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.